The Jacobs School of Music at Indiana University has 4 full-size student orchestras that regularly perform at the Musical Arts Center. All concerts performed by these orchestras are recorded and archived by students of the Department of Recording Arts in the Jacobs School of Music. The recording process is complicated, involved, and time-consuming.
A consideration in recording classical music is aesthetics. More so in classical music than pop music, the audience and the performers don't like to see the microphones on stage, so you really have to be careful about not offending the performers and the house where you place your microphones. That can often make it difficult to get a good recording, so a lot of times you have to bargain with everybody involved. In a microphone hang, it requires at least one engineer up in an attic to hang the microphones and one engineer on the floor to attach the microphones and judge the distance from the floor up. A lot of times in orchestral recording you will hang mics 10 to 12 feet above the orchestra, and you always have at least either a main pair, or right now the configuration we're using is a decatree, which are 3 microphones right above the conductor.
I use Wavelab software to record a stereo mix of what we're recording, basically at 24 bits, 96 kilohertz. And I do that. I watch the levels, make sure that we're not clipping when we record. I enter in any metadata that needs to get entered in for the broadcast waves we're creating. Personally, I don't like heights, and for mic hangs, we have to go up to the 6th floor.
My favorite part of the production that I was able to do, at least, was hanging the mics.
But that's not that bad because you're kind of enclosed. You have a pretty much solid ground under you. You don't have to look down too much.
We actually have to hang them from the ceiling of the Mac, so that involves climbing up into the catwalks.
But the wind mics that are actually over the stage, and so you have to go out on catwalks.
And lowering them down on a microphone cable by hand.
That are about 4 or 5 stories up. So they're lower, but it's just a lot more precarious, and you have to be climbing on ladders between them, and it's just a mess that I just really don't enjoy at all.
So that's pretty cool to go up there and actually see the Mac stage from 6 stories up. So after we're done with our recording, we have to tear down all of our equipment and strike everything because the hall that we record in, whether it's the Mac for a symphony or it's one of the smaller halls, they get used every day for a wide variety of different things. So we can't leave our mics for the symphony up, hanging up when there might be an opera there the next afternoon or the next evening, and they need a completely different mic setup, and they need the space that we would use for that equipment for what they're doing. So we have to take everything down and then coil the cables neatly and put all the mics away and make sure the stage is clear and ready for the next people to come in.